Because where do we go from here? Half or more of America not only thinks they've been lied to, there probably have been, that they will never trust a public health department again. So, what do we do with the next pandemic? And then the mask policy, all these meta analyses come out, 600,000 plus people, and they say, hey, the masks actually don't really do much for you. Oh, but they do. Shut up. The science is settled. Does it really make sense? I took a PPE class years ago when I still wanted to be a doctor. And it was a 4 week thing. And they show you all the different personal protective equipment, the P-wrap and how to wear an N95 and put on a face shield and a gown and the double gloves. And you go through the whole thing. And the problem with actually good personal protective equipment that you'd wear in a facility is that you have to wear it, like never not take it off. And you have to go through a sterilization thing or some sort of cleansing as you leave the facility. There are some people during the height of COVID, doctors working in ICUs, who actually put catheters in because it was so cumbersome to go to the bathroom and come back and take the personal protective gear on and off. And you have to be 100% right 100% of the time. You can't slip up once. So our mask policy was that people would go to a restaurant with a mask on, sit at the table, and then take the mask off. And from a public health perspective, this is what we want to train our people to do. And we want with a straight face to look at them and say, that's safe. When Omicron came out, the R0 was so high, there was statistically no difference between the cloth mask and unmasked. You had to be at N95 land before anything was there. And it's about time of exposure. And even if you're perfect, what if your wife's not perfect? What if your kids are not perfect? They're not going to be. And they come home. So what are you going to do? Live like isolated and hide from everybody and live in a bubble? Never hug anybody, never touch anybody? The Canada Public Health Authorities at the all-time high, they were making a recommendation to have sex with a mask on. They seriously recommended this. Look it up. And why would anybody ever trust you again once you go down this road? I can't believe any data I see. I believe science that's written outside of the United States, like the RNA stuck in your blood for more than 28 days. That study was done in Denmark. I look at it, I say, that's got to be credible because it's not touched by this toxicity of the NIH or these others. And it's sad because there's good research being done. There's good scientists being done. There's not evil people floating around everywhere you look. There's not a conspiracy floating around everywhere you look. The healthcare system, the vast majority of people wear the lab coat. The vast majority of people in the system are here to help. But the system is not here to help. That's the problem. That's the difference. The system is here to control. The system is here to make money. The system is here to maintain a status quo that really doesn't care if you're healthy or sick. And we spend almost $3 trillion a year for the privilege of maintaining a system like that. And now we've crossed lines where we don't even have to follow the scientific guidelines and protocols that were supposed to be there to protect everybody, because when we didn't follow them, they caused horrific problems during the charlatan age of medicine. It wasn't too long ago that traveling salesmen would go around, tell you they have a cure for cancer, and they give you a little vial of water that's got radium in it or uranium in it. It wasn't too long ago they'd give you a cure for morning sickness that had cocaine and heroin. Wasn't too long ago. There's still people walking around whose grandparents, that was the standard cure-all. And we created the FDA, we created these institutions to protect us from these horrible things in charlatanism. But now that ecosystem's been weaponized in a way where any dissent from whatever orthodoxy is proposed, you're evil, take your medical license, sit down and shut up. And it hurts all of us.